Good morning. It's time for Pirates baseball. The Long Beach Legends are in town to take on the Pirates live from LA Valley College. My name is Matt Strapp. Thrilled that I get to be taking you through the action today. The Pirates enter the contest with a 7-3 record and sit in second place in the Best of the West. The Legends currently occupy the basement in the division. Their record is 3-7. It's a perfect day for baseball here. 73 degrees in Los Angeles. On the mound for the Pirates today will be Brandon Doheny. Doheny comes into today's game having pitched 19 1/3 innings on the season. He has a 5.59 ERA. 6 walks for the year issued by Doheny to go along with 15 strikeouts. He's all set to face Carter White, leading things off for the Legends. The time is 11:10.
On your way, right?
So White set to lead things off. White playing as the center fielder today for the Legends. Doheny's first pitch is a fastball that just misses the outside corner.
Time of the first pitch, 11:10. I've never done it before.
All set for pitch number 2. That one catches the inside corner. White for the season is hitting .438. 32 plate appearances, 32 at-bats, and 14 hits. So he swings at that one, down the left field line, long run, and unable to get there. Darren Taylor and Ryan Camacho both gave it a try, but just out of their reach. Darren Taylor playing third base today, joined in the infield by Nolan Lingley at short, Robbie Trado at second, and Troy Anderson at first. Ethan Firestone doing the catching behind the plate. And in the outfield, Ryan Camacho in left, Daniel Lahorie in center, and Jovan Camacho in right. Count now, 1-2, as that pitch is hit high in the air and back into the netting behind home plate. Doheny, a junior, he most recently played at Glendale College. Uncommitted regarding his future as that pitch is high. Count now 2-2. It'll be Carter White, Adam Stevens, and Declan O'Hare set to hit here for the Legends in the top of the first. And here is the 2-2 delivery. Once again, White does a good job of fouling that one off. I mentioned how Carter White has an average of .438. That's by far the best on this Legends team. 11 of those hits have been singles. Also, as he is the center fielder, he's very speedy as he fouls that one back. Don't want him to get on base. He causes a lot of problems. He gets on base, like obviously he has the .438 batting average, and his OBP is .486, and he also has 7 stolen bases. So a dangerous guy at the top of the lineup for the Legends. 2-2 pitch. This one is hit in play, high in the air. Over to Trado at second, battling the sun and able to make the catch. So lots of pitches in that AB, but it ends up being a fly out to the second baseman. And that'll bring up Adam Stevens.
Now batting third baseman number 27, Adam Stevens.
So Stevens comes up. Average of .222 for the season, OBP of .391. 18 at-bats and 4 hits. Looks at a first pitch strike. Stevens, a junior who plays his college ball at Vanguard. Swings through that one so quickly in the hole, 0-2. Righty Doney on the hill. I mentioned coming into today's game, he's pitched 19 1/3 innings, a 5.59 ERA. Right-hander. Tall righty. Stands at 6 feet 4 inches on the mound. Ethan Firestone, his catcher, goes out to have a little chat with him before this 0-2 pitch to Stevens. Stevens playing third base today for the Legends. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. Doney doing a good job here early on of attacking the strike zone, forcing swings from these Legend hitters. Count is 0-2. And here's the pitch. That one just misses. A few in the Pirate dugout thought it was strike 3. Home plate umpire ruled it to be just a bit outside, so we'll go again with the 1-2 count now. And that one is outside as well. That one missed a little bit more than the previous pitch. Count now evened up, 2-2 on Stevens. And here is that 2-2 delivery. That one is swung on and missed. Blew that one right by him, the fastball from Doney. 2 away now. 2 up, 2 down to kick things off in the top of the first. It'll bring up the first baseman,
number 21,
Declan O'Hare. Declan O'Hare goes to Center College. Redshirt junior. 6'4". He is. Tall right-handed hitter as he swings through that one. Good start for Doney with his fastball. Seen him blow it right by some of these Legends hitters early on. Off-speed pitch there is a little high. Taken for a ball by O'Hare. O'Hare, the third hitter in the lineup for the Legends. 9 hits on 34 at-bats this season. .265 batting average. Doney's pitch is well outside. 359 OBP for Declan O'Hare. In the top of the first inning here at LA Valley College. No score yet between the Pirates and the Legends. Pitch is popped high into the air, shallow center field. Going back is a shortstop, and he's able to make the catch. Good play out there by Nolan Lingley. That'll retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down to start for Brandon Doney. A good start for the Pirates. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Score is 0-0. Back here, bottom of the first inning. Scoreless top half of the inning as solid performance by Brandon Doney, retiring the side in order. Now the Pirates are set to hit as that first pitch is a strike to Ryan Camacho from the pitcher today for the Legends, Donovan Smith. Pitch is fouled off. Clay was trying to hold up, but made contact with the bat, fouled away 0-2. Donovan Smith on the hill today. Another man who goes to Vanguard, now a senior there. Smith comes into today's game, 5 innings pitched, an ERA of 9.00 as that pitch is hit over to short. Can be a tough play, but a good play at second base. Liam Taylor able to get Camacho running down the line, one away.
Now batting the right fielder, number 4, Jovan Camacho.
As I was saying, Smith's stat line, 5 innings pitched this season, ERA of 9. We have 9 hits, 2 walks, and he's recorded 4 strikeouts. Set now to face Jovan Camacho, the right fielder for the Pirates. First pitch is just inside. Jovan, a sophomore at College of the Canyons. Facing a 1-0 count now, swings at that one, hits it up the middle. Ranging to his right is Taylor. And he falls down and unable to make the play. It'll go as an infield hit for the Pirates.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Robbie Trado.
Camacho runs well and put the pressure on Taylor over there at second. And Taylor unable to make the play after a good play to start this game for him. Back-to-back hits to the second baseman. 1 out and 1 single. Throw behind Camacho at first, and he's back in safely. So Robbie Trado up now with the runner on and 1 out. Trado goes to Pierce College. Looking to move his teammate over. A speed pitch is in there for a strike from Smith. On the season, Trado comes into today's game. A batting average of .264 and an on-base percentage of .339 and 53 at-bats. Once again, throwing behind the runner is Smith, and able to get back in safely is Camacho. In the second inning today, we'll have a special guest, Brian Melblom, will be joining us. Spent 4 years with the Pirates organization and now working as an SID over at Caltech. It'll be good to welcome Brian back home as the runner goes to second. The throw is in time to get Camacho. So Camacho is caught stealing. A terrific play behind home plate by Jack Collins. The tag applied at short by Olin Sneckenberg. And now there's 2 down. Jack Collins did a terrific job doing the catching duties today. Able to retire the speedy Camacho. Now Trado, this is a 1-1 count, swings at that one, and it's 1-2. So Collins behind home plate. Declan O'Hare is at first today for the Legends. Liam Taylor at second. Olin Snakenberg at short. Adam Stevens at third. George Sonora in left. Carter White in center. And Riley Acosta in right field. Pitches low and outside there to Trado. Good take from him. Count now 2-2. 2-2 the count. 2 out, bottom of the first. No runs so far for either team. Hit over to short. Long throw in, a good scoop at first base by O'Hare on the throw from Snakenberg. So the side is retired here in the bottom of the first. They're actually going to rule that an error on the second baseman earlier. So no runs, no hits, 1 error so far for the Legends. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Pirates. We head to the top of the second. And we'll be back in just a moment, and Brian Melbaum will join us.
Oh, strange.
Welcome back. We're in the top of the second, no score between the Pirates and the Legends. Special guest now joining me, Brian Melbaum, the SID over at Caltech.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, spent 4 years here with the Pirates organization, is that right?
5 years,
5 years.
4 seasons.
Okay, gotcha.
We kept in touch over 2020, but opted not to participate in the Sunset League for obvious reasons.
Is it good to be home?
It's cool to be back here, yeah. The familiar, friendly confines.
Yeah, good to throw out the first pitch. How do you think you did?
As a great broadcaster said, just a bit outside.
That actually literally is what I said in the booth, and you can ask anyone else here that they can confirm that. I said, just a bit outside,
The same spot as our first pitch of the real game. So I felt it was fun. Certainly didn't make it easier on myself, actually going all the way to the rubber.
Yeah, and I think Robert made a good catch behind home plate. That pitch is fouled back.
Absolutely.
I didn't catch it, but I saved a run.
You did? Way to go. Pitch is fouled back by George Sonora. The count is 0-2 on him. What do you miss most, Brian, about being here with the Pirates?
Air conditioning in the booth.
Really?
Yeah, we have a unique setup at Caltech at the moment. So there's a lot of construction going on. We actually were setting up.
Tough play over there at third. Good job.
We
Taylor.
sit on top of the dugout, so unique perspective for sure.
Yeah.
And nice and easy to communicate with our coaches on subs and such.
Batting the right fielder, number 29, Riley Acosta.
Yeah, it's cool. It's neat kind of seeing like a bunch of all-star teams in a way playing each other just with wood bats. It seemed from all across the country and all the divisions and such. It's cool, the summer ball thing.
Yeah. Riley Acosta set it now as the pitch is grounded over to second, and unable to get that. Is Trado at second, so that'll go as a hit. First hit of the game for the Legends. What was your favorite moment here? You spent 5 years with the organization. What was the one moment that stands out for you as kind of being your number one?
Absolutely winning the championship in 2019 after qualifying, making it to the last game or the last series 3 years in a row and just coming up short. Or two in any case, we finally got it. John Elway style.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was really fun. I liked how George kind of just tossed new challenges my way, kind of what's that one? Oh, that's a good catch.
Rocket out to center field, but good job by Lowry out there in center. So now 2 away. That'll bring up Olin Snakenberg.
Yeah, I came in doing PA and music, and he said, "Oh, we're gonna have you broadcast as well a little bit." So it was fun to get that experience. I'd done exactly one game on play-by-play before, and it was ice hockey, so a little different pace, of course.
Ice hockey is incredibly tough. I'm from Canada, so I do a ton of ice hockey back home, and it's definitely a different setup entirely compared to baseball.
Yeah, here, you try to fill in the spaces with something over there.
I'm a little insulted that they put the adjective in ice hockey. It feels like there's just hockey, and then all other forms of hockey should have the adjective. Field hockey or whatever. It's like, hockey's the one, though.
Yeah, hockey's hockey.
Hockey's hockey.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, as a Canadian, I agree with you, of course. I'm just wondering, Brian, if there's anything like in particular from your time here that's prepared you the most for your experience now at Caltech?
Definitely just having to dive in head first on the management side of things off the field. Kind of just stepping up as our previous game ops director had to leave the club less than 2 weeks before our season started, and lacking really any time to recruit someone to fill in such a role, I just decided to step up, and it was a compromise. I didn't get as much time on the microphone as I had in past years, but I certainly learned a lot of things that I might not have otherwise. Having to run a crew, scheduling and figuring out who needs to be where, when, how to, all that.
We just hit over to short, should be an easy play, and it is over there for Lingley. So that'll start at the side. Brian, you going to stick around for another half inning?
Yeah, if we can yap through the break if you need to catch up on anything. But yeah, I'll be overseeing some student workers and occasional, part-time help as well.
Yeah.
At Caltech, it's definitely.
Taylor does not have a locker.
It's cool. I mean, it's NCAA, so nationwide organization. Teams coming to play us from all over. But also in Division III, it's in a way it's kind of similar to the junior college work I've done here, summer ball for sure, in terms of facilities and staffing. How everyone's kind of got to wear multiple hats in some ways. So I've figured out how to, work my versatility in there and get other people trained for when I've just got too many things going on or what have you. Can't do it all alone, of course.
And how long have you been there now?
I was part-time with them all last year in similar situations. Their SID went elsewhere just before their fall sports began. So they had a patchwork of part-timers for last school year. I was the first one of them they brought on board. So, just diving in, just being willing and able to just take up something new I haven't necessarily done yet. It's got to get done.
Yeah.
So, a lot of that from summer ball prepped me for this experience. Little different, 3 baseball teams as opposed to 16 sports, one of them being baseball.
Division III, or as you said, you're covering it all.
It's unique there,
How's the baseball team over there?
We got a lot of heart, It's it's really different purpose over there. Not necessarily focusing on winning championships and such, but more of an escape for the student athletes and their rigorous academics in one of the most demanding schools in the world. Excuse me. Yeah, it's really funny on senior day. I've done sophomore day, senior day reads as a
Now
PA guy.
the third baseman, number 28, Darren Taylor.
I hear I'll be talking about a reliever who came in, had so many saves, this ERA, and he, programmed software for a probe on Mars or something. Just literal rocket scientists and, playing sports and things like that. It's really cool.
That's like remarkable, the fact that, baseball's not their primary focus, of course, but they're able to balance playing ball at the same time, as you said, being a full-on rocket scientist.
I can only imagine how the physics majors must see that game.
Back now for the bottom of the second, Darren Taylor leading things off. Taylor coming into today's game with 318 batting average and 448 OBP.
One of the few players that Brian knows.
Oh yeah, you know Darren Taylor?
Oh yeah.
We have a lot of non-returners.
You got a good Darren Taylor story for us?
DT, gosh, it's such a blur with everything going on since 19. But yeah, it was.
Well, Darren really doesn't talk much. He does.
True.
Use that one over to short, and that'll get it done.
Soft-spoken, but a loud bat.
Good infield hit there. Good job keeping it in front of him.
Now
Snakenberg, but no chance to catch Taylor. That was hit in the hole. Taylor much of a runner. Remember? At first base. Navity's at first. Taylor, you think he steals?
Nobody out. No one covering closely. Why not?
Yet to try this year. See what he does here is at the plate is Troy Anderson, first pitch swing, fouls it back. What's your own baseball experience?
I played. I was kind of a utility infielder and outfielder in Cheyenne, Wyoming, as a t-ball player. Played catcher and some outfield in adult kickball about 10 years ago.
I can't remember.
Never actually
played kickball.
Yeah, never really played baseball in any kind of league or organized fashion, but got into the game at a young age, watching ball games with my grandpa Howard, God rest his soul. Before the Rockies were around, we just watched the Atlanta Braves. I think one because they were on cable, and two, I guess he just loved them. There was one year, I guess they were bottom of the barrel and fought their way all the way back to win the pennant or something. I don't know what year exactly, but watched a lot of Braves baseball.
Yeah, because they were the team that was the only team on TV, weren't they?
Yeah, you could find them nationwide if you had TBS. The other America's team, I guess.
That all predates me, but I do know about how the Braves used to be, America's team, if you will.
There you go.
Appears to be some sort of injury over at first base. Just checking on Taylor. Not sure what happened because 0-2 count now. It wasn't when he was running down to first. It must have been something that happened while he's been at first base over there. Looks like he's all right, though, after a quick check. 0-2 count on Anderson. And Taylor goes. And he's going to be safe as the ball gets away from Collins, goes all the way to the backstop. Taylor with a big turn at second. But he'll head back to the bag. So Taylor moves up and now in scoring position with nobody out.
I say first steal of the summer.
Good luck being here.
All right, I'll stick around.
DT gets on and then gets a stolen base.
So between Grandpa teaching me about baseball and swinging a wiffle ball bat in his backyard and playing RBI baseball on my Nintendo Entertainment System, definitely got a feel for it. As far as the announcing thing, I went to my first Rockies game in '94, back when they were still at Mile High Stadium and having crowds in the 60,000 range. It was their second year. Alan Roach, I later learned, was their PA announcer, who now does all the Super Bowls. Give you an idea where he stands on that PA announcer totem pole. He was doing the Rockies games. I'd never known about a PA announcer. Just watching games on TV, I didn't really listen behind the broadcasters to see what's going on there. But I just was blown away by this omniscient voice above the crowd, and especially him with his booming bass delivery that he, said just enough. Wasn't really a hype man, just kind of let the game speak for itself.
High in the air, going to be an easy play behind home for Collins. So now 1 away. We bring up Andrew Tovar, the DH.
That was
Now batting
some of my early influences there.
Andrew Tovar.
So the Rockies were the team. They were the closest team, I guess.
Yes, when they were expanded into the league in '93, they were. It's about a 2-hour drive from Cheyenne.
Okay.
So, yeah. We were mostly Colorado fans. Denver Broncos taught me to suffer at a young age. Then I moved to Orange County in '95, just in time for the California Angels' epic collapse. Statistically, the biggest collapse in the history of the majors. So,
you adopt the Angels as your new team?
Yeah, they're my American League one.
Yeah.
They
that makes it easy when you have a National League team and then you
I never saw a lot of American League ball. Just they didn't have interleague play until later in the '90s.
Yeah.
I did start when I could catch a national game on ESPN or whatever. Baltimore Orioles, just because I was watching one of those Braves games with my grandpa and opened a box of Cracker Jack. The little prize inside was a tiny baseball card of Cal Ripken Jr.
Yeah.
Handed him the card. Who is this? I'd never seen this particular black and orange. And he said, "Oh, this is Cal Ripken Jr., shortstop at the time." Yeah. And so yeah, I had a new team to follow, sort of as much as I could. But yeah,
you're not a Dodgers fan.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say that's rare around here. Everyone seems to be a Dodger fan. I'm surrounded by Dodgers fans.
Yeah.
Here at the organization.
It's
pitches it hard in the left field, a long run going back, and it's dropping fair. Goes all the way into the corner. 1-1 will come around to score, and into second with an RBI double is Andrew Tovar.
That was just right there along the line where it was a long run for that left fielder. Took a nice bounce over into foul territory, which is huge here at LA Valley College, I'm sure you've mentioned.
Now batting the center fielder, number 1, Dan Lawry.
The foul area is just enormous. And lots of space over there in the corner. Taylor scores easily from second. Tovar's first double of the season.
I'd be curious the square yardage of this and compare it to, say, the Coliseum in Oakland.
Yeah. What's the park like at Caltech?
So we have a multi-purpose field used for soccer and baseball, as well as a lot of rec sports. So uniquely, 1/2 of the midway line on the soccer field is actually stitched into the turf like this, and then they stripe it with paint on the west side of it, because that would, be inside the baseball field. There's a little Caltech logo right in the midfield circle there, which kind of becomes right center when they put the fence up for baseball season. I think like a 3-foot, 4-foot fence or whatever. So with turf, you see a lot of ground rule doubles, especially with there's some spots that are out of play down the left and right field lines. So yeah, ton of ground rule doubles in that park compared to others. Yeah, it's unique. Oh, just there.
Yeah. Daniel Lowry just missed, keeping that one fair down the left field line. Count is 2-2 on him. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The Pirates now lead 1-0 after the RBI double by Andrew Tovar. Matt Strapp joined today by Ryan Melblom, the SID over at Caltech, and former, what was the title of your position? You mentioned earlier.
First PA announcer, later game ops manager, finally director of baseball operations.
Yeah, there's a reason I didn't remember it, because do all these different things and wear all sorts of hats. And as you said, that prepared you really well for your new experience now at Caltech.
Coincidentally, Robert is my middle name as well.
Oh, yeah?
Not sure what to make of that, but yeah, lucky to have met Robert and have him take over one of our teams last year and pass the torch fully.
Yeah, that's awesome. And he's done a great job so far, just from my perspective.
Absolutely. Met him very randomly, or just coincidentally. We were, as you heard, both hockey fans, and it was, I think, the fateful game, was it 5, I think, 2014, when the Kings finally won the Cup after 3 Game 7s and a double overtime in that last game. I can't remember if it was 5 or 6, but yeah, he was there. We both saw that Cup-winning goal by Alec Martinez and kept in touch. I never dreamed I'd be working with him in that capacity.
Yeah.
And definitely fortunate for that.
Pitches hit over the third, long throw in time. Good play at third by Adam Stevens. Now 2 away.
Just that brief hesitation to hold our runner at second.
I'll bring up Langley. Langley hitting 189 on the season, 318 OBP, 37 at-bats. I'm jealous you got to see your team win the Stanley Cup. As a Leaf fan, in my lifetime,
I hear you.
Never happened, never been close.
Yeah.
Pitches outside.
As a Rangers fan, I also remember that Game 6 in 2014, and it was terrible for me.
Oh, man. Sorry to bring that up, everyone. That's tough. I mean, back to the Anaheim and Orange County growing up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, certainly when the Ducks made their first run for it and lost 3-0 in Game 7 at New Jersey. That was tough to see. Yeah, a heck of a series, heck of a run there. Cool to see them finally win it later on. But the way I see it is the teams, Angels and Dodgers, aren't actually rivals.
Wow, they called that fair.
It's more of a turf war. Yeah, it was close. I guess he fielded it before it crossed the line. Dodgers and Angels teams aren't actually rivals the way I see it. It's more just the fans, the Orange County, LA rivalry kind of taking that form.
Yeah. All right, well, Ryan Melblom, thank you so much for joining us today. It's great to have you back at the park. You threw a first pitch that would have been better than what I would have done. So
it went forward.
Yeah, exactly.
Hit it across the plate.
So thanks so much for joining us today.
My pleasure, man.
Enjoy the rest of the afternoon.
All right, too.
Back here for the top of the third. I want to thank Brian Melblom for joining us earlier. And And while he was here, it was a good luck charm because the Pirates put up a run. RBI double by Robbie Trado, or excuse me, by Andrew Tovar. Back to work is Brandon Doney. 2 scoreless half innings work so far by him as that pitch is high and inside. Scores 1-0, top of the 3rd inning here at LA Valley College. Pirates lead over the Long Beach Legends. At the plate now for the Legends, it's Michael Flaherty. Flaherty, the DH, fouls it back. Count now 2-2. Flaherty, a junior at Grinnell College. Swings through that pitch. Great stuff from Doney. Records the strikeout. Now 1 away. Liam Taylor, the second baseman now, will strut to the plate. Taylor goes to Long Beach City College. He's a freshman. Stands tall at 5'10". And the pitch is in there for a strike. Doney been terrific so far. Just 1 hit given up. Through now 2 1/3 innings pitched. 0-1. Breaking ball that comes back and finds the zone. Terrific stuff there from Doney. Ahead in the count now 0-2. For the season, Liam Taylor, 2 hits on 18 at-bats. Batting average of 111. He's walked once as well. Brings his OBP to 158. Fouls that one off to stay alive. Doney set the 0-2. That one is fouled back once again. Really attacking the strike zone as Doney has been. Not too many pitches away. Trusting his stuff and being aggressive with it. It's been a recipe for success so far. Set for the 0-2. The pitch swung on and once again fouled off. 3 straight fouls by Liam Taylor. Taylor wears number 1. And as I mentioned, playing second base today, charged with the air back in the 1st inning. Started off the game with a couple of balls hit to him. Recorded the out on the first one, but then fell down and was charged with the air on the second for the second AB of the game as he swings and misses on that pitch.
Now batting the extra hitter, number 24, Chris Markey.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Brandon Doney. Now 2 away. Moves up the extra hitter today, Chris Markey. First pitch from Doney, hit high into the air. Into center field, lazy fly ball, making his way over there is Lowry, and that'll retire the side. So a terrific start continues for Brandon Doney. He retires the side in order here in the top of the 3rd. We'll head to the bottom of the inning. Score is 1-0, Pirates in front. Bottom of the third. 1-0 Pirates lead over the Long Beach Legends. First pitch swinging. Hit high into the air. Second baseman ranging over and able to make the play. So a quick start to this inning. Liam Taylor makes the catch on the pop-out hit by Ethan Firestone, the catcher.
Hitter number 9, Jack Burke.
So Firestone retired. 1 pitch, 1 out to lead things off here in the bottom of the third. Big for Donovan Smith to get the quick out here as he gets ready on the hill now to face Jack Burke. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error so far for the Legends. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the Pirates as Burke looks at that pitch outside. Burke, a freshman at USC, takes another pitch off the plate. And the count now 2-0. The 2-0 pitch, that one's low and in the dirt, so Burke with a good start to this AB, ahead in the count now, 3 balls, no strikes. 12 at-bats this season so far for Burke. 3 hits. If I have my math correctly, that's a .250 batting average. Pitch is on the corner there from Smith. Now 3-1. Burke has also walked 3 times this season, and he struck out 5 times. The 3-1 from Smith. Off speed is hit and fouled back into the netting. Runs the count full. 3-2 the count now, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Pirates looking to build on their 1-0 lead. Pitch is hit up the middle. That'll find its way through into center field. So Jack Burke, the extra hitter, gets on with the single.
Number 2, Ryan Camacho.
We'll turn the lineup over as Ryan Camacho will take his hacks for the second time today. Didn't get a chance to talk about Camacho when he first came up. It was a quick AB, grounded out to second. Camacho hitting .413 coming into the game this season. Spins out of the way of that inside pitch. Camacho 26 hits on 63 at-bats. He gets on base half the time, a .500 on-base percentage. Set for the 1-0 delivery from Smith. And before Smith fires in, he throws over to first and checks on the runner. The runner, of course, is Jack Burke, who got on with the single back up the middle. The Pirates' 3rd hit of the game. Got a big lead now at first. As the pitch is just a little bit high, showing bunt was Camacho, but opted to pull it back as the pitch was out of the zone. Camacho, and then on deck, also Camacho. Jovan Camacho on deck. Ryan's playing in left field today, Jovan in right, as once again, Smith has a check on Burke at first. 2 balls, no strike, 1 out in the bottom of the third. There's the 2-0. That one misses as well. So 3-0 count now on the leadoff hitter in the lineup today for the Pirates. And just mentioned how his on-base percentage coming into the day was .500, and a golden opportunity here, facing a 3-0 count to get on base once again. And again, throwing behind the runner. Donovan Smith very worried about Burke over at first base. Pirates do have a stolen base already today. It was Darren Taylor who stole second and came around to score on the Tovar double, as that one is in for a strike. First pitch of the at-bat, the first strike of the at-bat, delivered by Smith. Count now 3-1. Runner goes, hit into the air into right field, able to make the catch, and he's got to get back there in time. He's not going to. Oh, it's going to be a double play to end the inning. So because Burke was taken off, then Camacho hit it into right field, right at the right fielder, Riley Acosta. Acosta makes the catch and fires it back in quickly to first for the double play. So that'll end the third. Right in the fourth. Pirates are in front, 1-0. Welcome back for the fourth inning of play. Score is 1-0. Pirates lead the Legends. First pitch is inside for Brandon Doney, who has had a superb start to this game. No runs so far, just one hit. That one is hit over to short by Carter White. Throw from Lingley at short is in time. So White out for the second time today.
Back to third baseman number 27, Adam Stevens.
Bring up Adam Stevens. Stevens struck out back in the first inning. Gonna fare better here against Doney, who, as I said, had an impressive 3 innings so far. No runs and just one hit. First pitch from Doney is in there for a strike. Coming into the day, Doney with a 5.59 ERA, but pitching a little bit better than his ERA would. Well, then he's pitched so far this season as per his ERA, as that one is a nice off-speed pitch, I believe, as he able to get Stevens chasing. So 0-2 the count now on the third baseman for the Legends. Only a quick worker back in, just misses his spot on the outside corner. Count now 1-2. And he's set, and here's the 1-2. That one just misses high. So he got ahead in the count 0-2, now a couple of balls. And it evens things up. On deck is Declan O'Hare. O'Hare popped out to the shortstop back in the first inning. Pitch is outside. The only hit so far on the day for the Legends belongs to Riley Acosta, the right fielder. He got on in inning number 2, but ended up being stranded out there on the base paths. Full count pitch is swung on and missed. How about that? Doney Gets Stevens swinging. Second time today, he strikes out Stevens. Now 2 away for O'Hare. As I mentioned, O'Hare back in inning number 1. Popped up to the shortstop. O'Hare with the batting average coming into the day of .265. 9 hits, 34 at-bats, and takes a ball right there. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. Downey takes a look at Firestone behind the plate. Pitch is hit high into the air. Out to right field. Camacho, Javon Camacho, that is, over there to make out number 3. So once again, a 1-2-3 inning for Brandon Downey. He's been terrific so far. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Score is 1-0. Pirates lead. Back for the bottom of the 4th. Pirates lead the Legends 1-0. Matt Strapp. I'm joined now by Robert Haller. Robert, good to have you in the booth.
How's it going? Good to be here. I kind of made the executive decision that I would be in here, but
well, it's nice. It's cool here with the fan we got going on in the room now. It's
which is surprising, nice yeah. But it is comfy right now. So, we got a split doubleheader today, so we'll see at 6 p.m., 5 p.m. if it's still like that. But.
There's first strike from Donovan Smith. What have you seen so far in the game? What's kind of been the biggest standout for you?
I've seen this iPad screen that I'm scoring the game on. That's about all I've seen. But no, I think we've definitely seen some. So that pitch is fouled off. Some aggressiveness on the bases from the Pirates, which is a hallmark of their game of any team coached by George, and. I think Downey's done pretty well. Obviously, 3-4 innings hasn't allowed a run, so I think he's had to grind at times. I don't think he's always had his best stuff the whole time, but so far an above average outing for sure from him.
Yeah, just one run. I mean, excuse me, just one hit, no runs, as you said. 2-2 count now to Javon Camacho, who fouls that one off on the right side.
It was interesting to see the EH Jack Burke come in at second base, which is legal for the EH to do without changing the integrity of the order. It seemed a little early to give Robbie a break at second.
Yeah. Looks like that one hit Camacho on the foot. So.
But
now batting the second baseman, number 3, Robbie Trado.
Good catch on that. I didn't see that hit him, but it did, yeah.
The Pirates will definitely take that, get the leadoff guy on here in the bottom of the fourth.
But Robbie has been playing a lot as the Pirates have been playing a lot. It's like their 8th game in 9 days or something, and Jack Burke not playing quite as much, so that just might get Robbie off his feet for a bit, get Jack on his feet for a bit.
First pitch swing. That one's hit hard in the air into left field, but it's going to go foul. Good contact there, but Trado, but just way out in front.
Out there in left, the left fielder for the Legends just gave up on that ball.
Yeah.
He says, well, it's either going to be foul or it's going to be gone.
Yeah. Yeah, he took a couple steps to his right and then just said, you know what? No, not doing anything with that. Ends up just being strike one on Trado, who first inning struck out. That pitch is fouled over to the right side. Out of play.
I usually there's a particular spot on the first base side where I park my car, and I feel safe because I park with the head of my car away from the field. But today someone had that spot, so I had to go head in adjacent to them.
Yeah.
And so now every foul ball over there, I get nervous. Done this for 4 years now and been lucky enough not to have a foul ball to the windshield. So,
have there been instances of other people?
Last year, Brian Melblom, who we have here today, he got a windshield crack. That was at our other field, Pope Field, back when we had 2 home fields.
Gotcha.
But,
Yeah, well, you warned me about that, so I've always parked pretty far away.
Yeah.
I don't mind the extra 15-second walk if it means my car is going to be spared from any foul balls.
We talked about the aggressive play from the Pirates, and we're seeing a lot of pickoff moves by Legends pitcher.
The runner goes, and it gets away from Collins. So Camacho in safely at second.
That'll go down as a stolen base.
Collins was getting ready to throw it, and then...
Yeah, I think, he was definitely going on the pitch, and Camacho was, and you heard the screams runner from both dugouts, and the catcher, I think, the pitch was low, but as he jumped up to try to pop up early to throw to second, that pop-up kind of got the ball under his glove and allowed it to go to the backstop.
7th stolen base of the season for Javon Camacho.
That's many.
Yeah, second on the team behind the leadoff hitter today, Ryan Camacho. Now, 0-2 count to Trado looks to bring him home with nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch is low and in the dirt.
And I forget before that stolen base if it was 2 or 3 consecutive pickoff attempts. I think it might have been 2. And so Jovan just betting that he wasn't going to go 3 times in a row, and he didn't.
Smith's thrown over to first a lot today. I remember when Burke was on base in the previous inning, threw over to first base a couple of times.
Yeah.
Tim, definitely wary of the fact that the Pirates do love to run.
And that's something that the Pirates pitching could do a little bit more of. Actually, the past couple seasons, they haven't been great at checking runners, and the stolen bases against total has been pretty high.
Trader does a good job of getting back in this count. It's 2-2 now. Swings at that one over to short. Snakenberg with a throw across the diamond, able to get Trado in time, but moving from second to third will be Camacho. So now runner on third base, just one out. An opportunity for Darren Taylor to bring him home.
And this
this is why I love aggressive base running, because what that stolen base does is it turns that same ground ball that Robbie Trado hit would have been a double play without the stolen base. Now with the stolen base, it's not only is it not 2 outs, it's just 1 out, but now you have a runner at third. So you go from without the stolen base having 2 outs and nobody on to with the stolen base having 1 out and a runner at third.
First pitch to Taylor is outside. Good guy to have up here too to bring home Camacho. Taylor singled back in inning number 2, and for the season, batting average of .318 and 9 RBIs. Opportunity to get number 10 right here with Camacho at third. Pitches outside. So ahead of the count now, 2-0.
Another thing the Pirates need to work on is not getting too big in these situations where you got 1 out and a runner at third. A lot of times they're trying to launch it, and you just got to get it to the outfield grass, get that sacrifice fly.
Good count for Taylor to do just that as he
Oh my goodness.
ducked out of that one. Wow. Fastball just gets away from Donovan Smith, and Taylor does a good job of getting out of the way.
From the right-hand hitter, Taylor being a right-hand batter, I mean, that went straight from the hand on a dead bullseye path towards Taylor's head, and lucky he was able to get out of the way of that.
Count now. Breaking ball's in there for strike number 1.
And the pitcher sees the opportunity for some good sequencing there, follows up the fastball to the head with a slider away, almost not fair, taken for a strike.
Count now 3-1. That one's in the dirt. Good take from Taylor, and he'll head to first. So now runners in the corners with 1 out.
Number 31, Troy Anderson.
I'm sure he'll have some time to contemplate his life choices as he walks down there. Why this sport?
Yeah, exactly.
Why did I play baseball?
Why did I sign up to face these,
Why not
these
golf?
hard throwing righties? Yeah.
Nobody throws things at your head in golf.
Troy Anderson up. Anderson popped out to the catcher back in inning number 2. Runners on the corners. First pitch is low and outside. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Legends so far. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Pirates. But looking to add on to that right here. Prime opportunity for Troy Anderson. Smith throws behind Taylor at first, but Taylor back in safely. Taylor with already today with a stolen base. First this season, came back in inning number 2 after he got on with a single. Pitch is hit high into the air, into foul territory near the third base bag. Making the play over there is Adam Stevens. And now they got a run down, and the throw's coming home. And he's going to be safe at home.
What base running. Wow, my goodness. You don't see that a lot. That was a foul ball into the on-deck circle for the Legends, and it ends up being a sacrifice fly as the runner on first tries to tag, so they originally tried to throw down there. That opens the door for Camacho from third to come running in, and by the time they cut off the original throw to throw back home was way too late, and Camacho's in.
Yeah, you talk about the Pirates and George wanting to be aggressive on the base paths. That's about as aggressive as you can be on a foul ball in between home and third. And Javon Camacho able to make it home from third base and give the Pirates a 2-0 lead. Taylor moves up to second as the pitch gets away from Collins here, and it goes all the way to the backstop. So Taylor able to make his way. Oh, okay. Actually, they're going to say that it was tipped, I believe. Yeah, I was going to say it was a foul tip, so Taylor will make his way back to second.
Oh, you know what? I gotta undo that Troy Anderson play because it's a sacrifice fly technically for him.
Oh, wow.
So there we go.
Number 1, Dan Lofgren.
I'm sure he'll be pleased with that result.
Yeah.
Foul out that results in a sac fly. And an RBI as Camacho comes home to score. The pitch is fouled away. Donovan Smith on the hill facing Anderson here.
Who's up next?
Actually, I missed something in my scorebook here.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. The pitch is grounded over to short. And in time, good play over there by Snakenberg.
I go figure that out.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, just with all the craziness that just ensued. Missed a little something on our scorebook, but what we do know is that the score is 2-0. Pirates lead. The Legends will head to the 5th inning. I'll be back after this break. Top of the 5th. Brandon Doney out for another inning of work. He's been dealing so far. 1 hit and no runs given up as the Pirates lead 2-0. First pitch is high from the tall righty. Now batting is the left fielder, George Sonora. Sonora 0 for 1 on the day. The only hit, Riley Acosta, the man on deck. As Sonora looks at that pitch, in for a strike. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Legends. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Pirates. Pitch is hit high in the air. First base line. Couple of Pirates making the charge for it and able to get the catch out in foul territory out in right field. That's Javon Camacho recording out number 1.
Now batting right fielder number 29, Riley Acosta.
We'll bring up the aforementioned Acosta. As I said, the only hit for the Legends today has come off of Acosta's bat. Set to face Doney for the second time. Fastball in there, perfect pitch from Brandon Doney. Doney wears number 18. Most recently he played collegiate baseball at Glendale College. Gets the foul off there from Acosta. So ahead in the count, 0-2 Doney is. Five strikeouts so far for the Pirates pitcher. Looking to add on to that number here potentially. So ahead in the count, 0-2. Here's the delivery. Chopped right back towards him, but he's unable to get there. Coming in for it is Darren Taylor at third. It hits off his leg. So Acosta will be in. It's going to be ruled hit for Acosta. That would have been a tough play for Taylor after it went past the pitcher, Doney. So Acosta now 2 for 2 on the day, while the rest of the Legends are a collective 0 for. So Costa takes his lead with 1 out, and his team trailing by 2 runs. Donnie's pitch is in there for a high strike. Done a good job today, Donnie has, of getting ahead in the count. So Costa at first. 1 stolen base, 1 for 1 is a success rate when stealing this year. Just keeping an eye on him is Donnie, who throws behind him. Back in safely is the right fielder for the Legends. Medium-sized lead. Runner bluffs. Pitch is thrown in center field. He can't find it, but he ends up at the last second being able to locate the ball. Daniel Lowry out there and able to make out number 2. Put his arms out originally, Lowry did, like he had no idea where the ball was. Most likely lost it in the sun, but able to find it at the last minute, recover, and make out number 2. So now 2 away. Snakenberg out for the second time today. Jack Collins now. First pitch swinging, fouls that one back. So Costa at first, 2 away. Jack Collins up. Facing an 0-1 count. Donnie's pitched that one on the corner. Good fastball there. Good stuff from Brandon Donnie. An opportunity to get out of the inning right here. Donnie in line for the win today as the Pirates lead 2-0. If they get out of the 5th, pitch is swung on and weakly fouled back. Collins, the catcher, able to stay alive. Collins, a redshirt freshman. It's Saddleback. Runner goes, pitches in there for a strike as Collins swings through it. So another strikeout for Brandon Donnie. Through 5, no runs given up. Pirates lead 2-0. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th inning after this. Now batting, the shortstop, number 13, Nolan Lingley. We're in the bottom of the fifth, the Pirates with a 2-0 advantage. Correction to make in the Pirates' second run of the game was ruled as a stolen base, so no RBI for Anderson on the pop out to the catcher. As that one, watch out. First pitch to Lingley. Fastball inside. They got a piece of him. Throws his helmet as Lingley being checked on over there by the medical staff. Hope he's all right. That was a fastball up and in, and Lingley able to get out of the way a little bit, but he's going to apply some pressure on his face right now. He's got a holding a napkin to his face.
New picture, yeah.
So the medical staff right now talking with Lingley. The pitcher, the catcher will meet on the mound.
Okay.
While this is happening too, just a report from the umpire that there's a new pitcher in the game. They'll get word on who that is momentarily. It means Donovan Smith's day is done. Smith pitched 4 innings.
Is he injured?
Only 3 hits. Gave up a couple of runs and in line for the loss. On the opposite side, Brandon Doney, who's now pitched 5 innings. No runs on 2 hits and in line for the win. The umpire now going over to check on Lingley. A little bit of a delay here as they want to make sure that the Pirates shortstop is doing all right. Go over there by the Pirates dugout with applying pressure to his face, talking with the medical staff. Seems to be in good spirits. It was frustrating initially as he threw his helmet on his way back to the dugout. And he's going to exit the game. Assume they'll bring in a pinch runner. Hope that Nolan Lingley's all right. Coming out to pinch run will be number 35. 35 for the Pirates is Eli Patton. Getting his warm-up runs in, and now he's set to go to first base. So Patton, who didn't start today, now takes first. No stolen bases on the season for Eli Patton.
Now batting, catcher number 30, Ethan Firestone.
No attempts on the year. So Lingley getting treated. As I said, hope for the best for him. Hope he's doing all right. Patton takes his place at first base now, and Ethan Firestone, the catcher, at the plate. First pitch in the dirt. Number 12 on the mound for the Legends, the new pitcher is Angel Flores, or Angel Flores perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't want to give our PA announcer the wrong information here. Angel or Angel Flores. Down in the count, 2-0 now.
Pitching for the Legends, number 12, Angel Flores.
So we're going to go with Angel Flores on the mound. If you're watching the game and it's something different, please leave a comment. He's behind in the count now, 3-0 to Firestone. And with Patton at first, a dangerous situation now with nobody out. And the Legends trailing 2-0. Firestone, the catcher, popped out back in the In his first debut in the third inning, fouls that one back. Count now 3-1. So Angel Flores is a sophomore. Most recently played at University of Jamestown. Undecided for where he's going to be taking his talents for next season. Pitch to Firestone, hit over to third. Chopper able to make the play with the throw across the diamond is Adam Stevens. But moving on up from first to second.
Now batting the extra hitter, number 9,
Patton.
Jack Burke.
So Firestone does the job of moving the runner over. One out, and the extra hitter Jack Burke at the plate, who singled in inning number 3. And with the lead at second. One away. And showing bunt is Burke, but he pulls it back. Angel Flores. To this point, in his inning of relief so far, with a hits batsman and a ground out to short. 1-0 pitch just misses on the inside. It's now 2-0. We have news that Lingley has been cleared by the ump to re-enter the game once his bleeding stops. That's a good sign. Hope to see Lingley out there soon. For now, Patton taking his place as the runner at second base. And looking to come home, potentially off a hit from Jack Burke, who's ahead in the count 3-0 now. Flores gives Patton a look, and now the pitch is hit over to third once again. Bobbled a little bit over there, but able to recover in time. Good job by Stevens, who initially gave Patton a look, forcing him back to second.
Now batting the
Bobbled it,
number 2, Ryan Camacho.
able to pick it up and fire across to first base for out number 2. So 2 down now. And turn the lineup over. Ryan Camacho back up. Back-to-back ground balls to third, induced by the pitcher as pitch is fouled back. Flores able to get the foul tip off the bat of Camacho, who's 0 for 2 on the day. A couple of ground outs for the left fielder for the Pirates. Unusual to see Camacho go hitless. The pitch is outside, runner goes, and it's dropped by the catcher. So once again, super aggressive on the base pass are the Pirates as Patton steals second to third. Saying it's unlikely for Camacho to go hitless. His opportunity here to bring home a runner. 0 and 2 the count though. A speed pitch is hit right up the middle. That gets down in front of the center fielder, White. So Camacho with the RBI brings home Patton from third. Now 3-0 for the Pirates. I was mentioning how it's unusual for Camacho to go hitless. He came into today's game with a batting average of .413, and sure enough, he rips that one right back up the middle for an RBI, making it a 3-0 ball game. Javon Camacho shows bunt now and pulls the bat back. Was a strike. 0-1 on the Pirates right fielder. Camacho has a lot of speed over at first, leads the team in stolen bases, and he takes off. Pitch is grounded over to short. Gonna be a tough play, but able to make it is Snakenberg. Snakenberg had moved over to the second base bag to cover the stolen base attempt by Ryan Camacho, but able to recover and fire over to first to get Javon Camacho in time. But the Pirates, record another run. We'll head to the 6th inning, 3-0, the Pirates lead. Inning number 6. It's been a good game so far for Brandon Doney and the Pirates, who lead 3-0. Doney giving up just 2 hits. Heading to count now 0-1. Pitch is high to Michael Flaherty. Flaherty, a strikeout victim back in inning number 3. Six strikeouts so far for Doney. Pitch is hit high in the air. Foul territory near the first base bag. Ranging over there is Troy Anderson, able to record out number 1.
Now batting the second baseman, number 1, Liam Taylor.
So Liam Taylor up now, the second baseman. Also struck out in the 3rd. First pitch from Doney in there on the outside corner for strike number 1. Some movement in the Legends bullpen. Nothing going on right now over the bullpen for the Pirates. Doney's pitch is in there, swung on and missed for strike 2. Angel Flores came in the previous half inning for the Legends and gave up a run. We'll see if they go back to him once again. Looks like number 34 is warming up in the pen for the Legends. As the pitch is in there for a strike. Terrific spot from Doney. Strikes out Taylor for the 2nd time today.
Now batting the extra hitter, number 24, Chris Marquis.
So that'll bring up Chris Marquis, who grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd inning. Want to check on who's warming up in the pen. It's Julian Flores, perhaps a brother of Angel Flores. Warming up out there right now for the Legends.
I think that player got struck out or rejected.
Who?
A Long Legend player that just struck out. He said something to the umpire.
A little bit of a delay here. The umpire and the coach for the Legends are having a discussion. Looked like Liam Taylor, the second baseman, after striking out at the previous at-bat, might have said something to the umpire. As the umpire is going to come over here and tell us what's happening. And that is the call. Yeah. He's going to be ejected from this game.
You're good. You're good.
I think Liam Taylor, number 1, Liam Taylor, the second baseman, must have said something that the umpire did not appreciate, and he's been ejected from this game. First pitch strike to Chris Marquis, the extra hitter. So Liam Taylor's day is done. A frustrating day for him. 0 for 2, couple of strikeouts, and ejected here in the 6th inning. Pitch to Marquis is hit down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, Javon Camacho. He's unable to get there. It goes into the corner. Foul territory, though. So 2 strikes now on the extra hitter, Chris Marquis. It's quite a development here. Liam Taylor has been ejected just like that. It was must have just muttered something under his breath that he may or may not have wanted the umpire to hear. The umpire clearly did hear it. And just casually tosses him from the game. See who comes in to replace him at second base in the next half inning. Next half inning could come very soon as Tony's ahead in the count, 1-2, hit over to third. Tough play, Taylor across the diamond, not in time. That was it right over the bag at third base. So Taylor had to range to his right and then throw across his body across the diamond. And Marquis does a good job of running down the line. Able to get in safely with the infield single. Hit number 3 on the day for the Legends.
Now batting center fielder number 16, Carter White.
So flip the lineup over. Carter White takes the plate for the third time. 0 for 2, popped out to second base and grounded to the shortstop. Marquis with the lead at first. Pitch to Carter White. First pitch swinging. That one's going to get into right field. Big turn at second by Marquis, thrown behind the runner. But Marquis able to get back in safely. So back-to-back singles here for the Legends with 2 out.
Now batting the third baseman number 27, Adam Stevens.
Bring up Adam Stevens for the third time this afternoon. Stevens not had a good outing so far, a couple of strikeouts. Going to be a meeting at the mound. The pitching coach going to come out and chat with Doney, who is now going to have 4 hits, 2 of those coming in this inning. Back-to-back hits by Marquis and Carter White. There's some movement in the pen for the Pirates now. Tough to see who it is because they have their back, or they can't see their numbers facing us at the moment. It's a long discussion on the hill between Doney and the coach. Doney will stay in the game. Just the pitching coach out there meeting with him. So 2 out, 3-0 ball game. Pirates lead, but a couple of runners on base after back-to-back singles. Adam Stevens at the plate. Marquis with his lead at second and Carter White at first. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. After a look at the runners, and that one's well in front of home plate. Hits the dirt. Almost hit the grass before the dirt. Ball 1. Bobby Trado was in at shortstop at the moment after Nolan Lindley got hit in the face with a fastball. Had to be taken out of the game. Doney with the look back at second. Pitch is fouled back. Now 1-1. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Long Beach Legends. For the Ventura County Pirates, 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Doney with a long look into his catcher, Ethan Firestone. And fire behind the runner at first. And they got him! What a way to end the inning. Perfect throw from Doney to first base. The tag applied by Troy Anderson. And that'll end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates lead 3-0. Welcome back. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates lead 3-0. First pitch to Robbie Trado. Hits that one high down the left field line. Foul, well foul. Drops right beside the fence. There's a lot of space in foul territory here at LA Valley College. The left fielder didn't even give that one a shot. He saw that it was well out of his reach. So just strike one to Trado. Off speed pitch there is hit softly into center field. Coming in is the center fielder, Carter White, able to make the catch. So Trado goes down for the 3rd time today on the F8.
Now batting the third baseman, number 28, Darren Taylor.
We'll bring up Darren Taylor, the 3rd baseman, who's had a good day today. Singled and scored in inning number 2 and walked back in the 4th. So looking to get on base for the 3rd time this afternoon. First pitch is fouled back into the netting. Angel Flores on the mound, 2nd inning of work. Previous inning gave up a run. Yeah. Nolan Lingley was hit by pitch to lead off the inning, replaced by Eli Patton, and he ended up coming around to score on the single by Ryan Camacho. 1-1 the count now to Darren Taylor. Pitch is high to him. So we know that Liam Taylor was ejected in the previous inning. He's been replaced at second by Dylan Nito, redshirt freshman at Saddleback. Tall for a second baseman, 6'4", 175 pounds is Nito. The count's now 3-1 to Taylor. Taylor, as I said, looking to get on base for the third time today, and he'll do just that as he looks at a pitch low and outside. So a good day for Dylan Taylor. A couple of walks as well as a single and a run. Bring up Anderson. Anderson, both ABs today, has popped out to the second baseman. Number 31, Troy Anderson, the first baseman. Flores throws behind Taylor at first, and Taylor's able to get back in safely. Flores from the stretch. Runner goes. Pitches in there for a... Not sure if it was a ball or a strike. Not sure what the call was, but we do know that Taylor was out by a fair distance. It was a terrific throw from behind home plate by Jack Collins. Now Taylor is down in pain over at second. And a lot of pain as he's rolling around just behind second base. Ruled a ball, the pitch was low. But Taylor out on the stolen base attempt, and now the concern is whether Taylor's all right. Medical staff out there to check on Taylor. And while they do that, and we hope for Taylor to be okay, we're going to take a break from the microphone. Darren Taylor, unfortunate to report, it doesn't look too great. He had to exit the game with an injury, hobbled off with the help of a trainer after being out at second base. Wish for a speedy recovery for Darren Taylor, Pirates starting third baseman. Troy Anderson at the plate now, facing a 1-2 count with 2 away. Pitch from Flores just misses the outside corner there. Now 2-2. The bottom of the 6th, and the Pirates lead 3-0. 2-2 the count. 2 out. Pitch is ripped right back up the middle. Terrific contact there. Troy Anderson gets on for the first time today with the single.
Now batting the designated hitter number 27, Andrew Tovar.
So Tovar comes up now. Tovar had a good day so far. A double. RBI double back in the 2nd. And then he was also hit by a pitch in the 4th. First pitch swinging. Tovar hits that one into center field. Going back in center field is Carter White and able to track it down. So that'll end the 6th inning. We'll head to the 7th. Pirates lead 3-0. Adam Stevens leading things off in the top of the 7th. New pitcher on the mound for the Pirates, Josh Yosfin. A couple of defensive changes for the Pirates as well. We'll give you those updates when we get them. Pitch is fouled back by Stevens. In the top of the 7th at LA Valley College, 3-0 Pirates lead. Stevens on the day, a couple of strikeouts against Doney. Now facing Yosfan for the first time as that pitch is fouled back out of play. Terrific outing, Brandon Doney. Went 6 innings, no runs, and 4 hits.
Now at second base, number 14, Quint Landis. And at third base, number 35, Eli Payton.
In line for the win is Doney, as might have just heard those changes. Eli Patton at third now. And at second is Quint Landis. Unfortunate for the Pirates, they're forced to make one of those changes as Darren Taylor was removed from the game due to injury. Count now 2-2 to Stevens. Yosvan, the lefty, quick worker, fires back in, and it's fouled back. Josh Yosvan previously played at the College of the Canyons, uncommitted for next season, sophomore, 6'1". The left-hander on the mound. A 2-2 battle right here against Stevens. Once again, Stevens stays alive by fouling it back. Yosvan on the season, 3 saves. Go-to closer for the Pirates. He's pitched 14 innings and has an ERA of .64. An impressive season to this point for Yosvan. 4 walks issued and 13 Ks. So right guy to bring in to close things out these next few innings for the Pirates. Once again, Stevens fouls it off. Long at bat to kick off Yosvan's afternoon on the hill. Here's the 2-2. That one's a good pitch, but a great job laying it off on the breaking ball. Stevens keeps the bat back. Count now full. 3-2 on Stevens, who's leading things off in the 7th for the Legends. Fastballs rifled in there from Yosvan, and a good job once again fouling it off by Adam Stevens. A long at bat right here. On deck is Declan O'Hare. O'Hare with a couple of flyouts today. Pitch from Yosvan is in there on the inside corner for strike at 3 and out number 1 here in the 7th inning. Stevens had begun to
Now batting the first baseman, number
take
21,
off his brace and head on down to first base. He thought it was inside, but the umpire overrules him, calls it strike 3. Stevens down on strikes for the 3rd time today. Declan O'Hare now looks at the first pitch on the outside corner. Lefty-righty matchup here. Yosvan versus Stevens. Or versus O'Hare, excuse me. Stevens now back in the dugout after striking out. Fastball way inside. Gets away a little bit from Firestone behind the plate, all the way to the backstop. 1-1 the count now. Yosvan's delivery is hit high in the air. Foul territory right side. Out of play over towards the parking lot. Count now 1-2. No runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Legends. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Pirates. And Yosvan fires that one in for another strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts. Josh Yosvan absolutely dealing since he's come in. Now 2 away.
Now batting the left fielder, number 5, George Sonora.
George Sonora now up 0-2 on the afternoon. Yosvan looking to retire the side. First pitch fastball, fouled back. Sonora unable to catch up to that heater from Yosvan and the hard throwing lefty. Showing off his stuff here. He's recorded a couple of strikeouts. First 2 outs of the 7th. Once again, fouling it back is Sonora. So Yosvan ahead of the count now 0-2. An opportunity to strike out the side. Here comes the 0-2. Got pitch, another foul off. A little better contact this time from Sonora, but goes over into right field foul territory. Count remains 0-2. And here is the 0-2. Off speed pitch way out in front of that one was Sonora. So Josh Yosvan comes in and records 3 strikeouts. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Pirates lead 3-0. Dan Lowry leaves things off for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 7th inning as they currently lead 3-0. New pitcher in for the Legends is Masanobu Sasaki. Off speed pitch there, just misses. Count now 1-1 to Lowry. Lowry on the day, a couple of ground outs, grounded out to short and grounded out to third. Saki's pitch is just outside. Sasaki plays for Long Beach City College. He's a freshman there. 5'7" right-hander. Misses the zone. Count now 3-1 to Lowry. Sasaki on the season. He's pitched 5 innings. This is 6th inning of work as the pitch is hit into center field. Making the catch is White. And Dan Lowry's retired for the 3rd time today, out number 1, to kick off the bottom of the 7th. Sasaki 5 innings pitched so far this season.
Batting the third baseman, number 35, Eli Payton.
ERA of nil, absolutely nothing, 0.00. Sasaki been good in his 5 innings of work, just 2 hits and 3 strikeouts, 1 walk. Sasaki's been terrific so far this year. After the fly out by Lowry. Pitches. Swinging strike there. to Eli Payton. Payton, first plate appearance today after coming in place of the injured Nolan Lingley. Payton for the season, batting .217, on base percentage of .321. He's had 46 at-bats. Pitch misses. Batting .217, but he's got a lot of power. He's got 4 doubles. 4 of his 10 hits have been doubles this season. He's got 2-1 count, fouls that one back. Eli's a freshman at UCLA. There's his ball close to here. 6'3", left-handed hitter. Righty-lefty matchup, fastball, fouled back. Patton stays alive. Payton. Eli Payton, I believe. Payton, Patton?
They said it was Payton.
Payton, thank you. Got confirmation it's Eli Payton. Payton can play a multitude of positions. He's listed on the site as an outfielder and an infielder. Facing the 2-2 here. Pitch hits him. So something about that spot in the order.
Now,
Second time today.
Number 30, Ethan Firestone.
The 8th hitter in the lineup has been hit by the pitch. Payton will take first with the HBP. And that'll bring up Ethan Firestone, the catcher. So Saka's pitch is fouled, tipped just behind home by Firestone. 0-1 now. Firestone on the day 0 for 2. Popped out to the second baseman as well as hit into a ground out 6-3. Behind in the count now 0-1. See what Payton does over at first. Seen a few stolen base attempts already by the Pirates. Pitch is hit high in the air into shallow right field. Coming in is the right fielder, Acosta. And Riley Acosta makes the catch. So 2 away. Back to first goes Payton.
Now batting the extra hitter, number 9, Jack Burke.
So that'll send Jack Burke to the plate, the extra hitter. Burke today a single, as well as a ground out to third. First pitch swinging. Sasaka blows that one past him. Subo Sasaki, pitcher for the Legends. Once again, the strike is fouled back by Burke, so 0-2. Jack Burke at the plate, facing an 0-2 count. Gets Masanobu Sasaki on the hill. Sasaki's pitch is outside. Eli Payton at first after getting hit by pitch. Scores 3-0. Pirates lead the Legends. In the bottom of the 7th from LA Valley College. 1-2 the count. Fastball blown by Burke for strike 3. Swing and a miss. Burke goes down with the strikeout. And so that'll end the 7th. Led to the 8th. The Legends still looking for their first runs of the game. They're in tough, though, against the great Josh Yosfin. We'll be back for the 8th after this. We're all set for the top of the 8th. Yosfin back for another inning of work, set to face Riley Acosta, the only man today who gave Brandon Doney really any trouble. Acosta 2 for 2 on the afternoon. Now facing Yosfin for the first time, pops that one up into shallow right field. And the right fielder calls off the second baseman. That's Camacho calling off Trado. And so Camacho comes in to make the catch, records out number 1.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Olin Snakenborg.
First time today that Yosfin has recorded an out that hasn't been a strikeout after he came in the previous inning and struck out the side. First pitch there is a fastball that he blows by Olin Snakenborg. Snakenborg on the afternoon, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to center. Second pitch is hit hard into center field, but able to make his way over there. To his right is Dan Lowry for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here to start the top of the 8th.
Now batting the catcher, number 20, Jack Collins.
That'll bring up Jack Collins. Collins 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout. Just like Snakenborg up until the previous at-bat. Yosfin's pitch is on the inside corner. So 0-1 on the catcher for the Legends. Next pitch is fouled off down the right side. Count now 0-2. 0-2 with 2 outs. In the next half inning, we'll have the Pirates starting pitcher join us. As the pitch is hit over to second, going to be a tough play. Making the dive over there to keep it in front of him, but unable to get Collins down the line. So Jack Collins reaches with the infield hit. So we actually have starting pitcher for the Pirates with us right now, Brandon Doney, and Robert Holler's here as well to help us out with the interview. How you doing, Brandon?
Doing good. Thanks for having me up here.
Yeah, of course. Great performance today, in line for the win. Hopefully you guys can close things out right now.
Yeah. Josh is looking strong.
Yeah, he's terrific start to his afternoon. Struck out the side in the previous inning. What was the secret to your success today?
Honestly, it's just staying simple. There's so many things out there, whether it's mechanics, it's just getting that out of your mind, having one goal. Those are outs, anyway, anyhow. And the defense, they really helped me today, and we figured out a way, and hopefully we can win the game with Josh.
Yeah, pitches outside. That's the plan, you think, is go the rest of the way with Josh?
That's the goal, yeah. I think he might lead the team in saves right now.
Yeah, I did mention that earlier. 3 saves already on the season for Josh Yosfin, so right guy to have backing you up.
For sure, and he's a lefty, so you go righty, you go a lot of sliders for me today, and he's a big breaking ball guy out of the pen for hopefully the save.
Yeah, good sign there as that pitch finds the zone. 1-2 the count. We're gonna get out of the inning right here. Jack Collins at first. Long look in from Yosfin. And here's the 1-2 delivery.
Good spot.
Just misses the outside corner. 2-2 the count now. What do you think he goes with here?
I think he's still going breaking ball.
Yeah.
He's pretty confident in the breaking ball. A lot of strikeouts in a breaking ball, but he's also got the command of the fastball going right now, too.
Here's the 2-2. It is a breaking ball in the dirt. Good block behind the plate.
What's your arsenal? What pitches do you throw?
So I'm a 2-seam, actually an unconventional 2-seam. I have bigger hands, so I hold it upside down, actually. But
Okay.
2-seam, and then we got the slider, and then we're working with the changeup, and we're developing the curveball as well. So on a good day, we're trying to work in the 4-pitch mix.
Yeah. Would you say today was a good day?
Today was a pretty good day, yeah.
Did you throw the curveball at all today?
Today we did not. We're holding that in the back pocket, but we're working with the changeup a little bit, and yeah, the slider was working, so why change it?
What was the pitch that was working best for you today?
Definitely the slider.
Yeah.
Actually, one of our coaches, I was easing up on a little bit. I'm just kind of hanging it and just throw it hard, rip it, and let it do its thing.
Throw it hard and rip it like Yosfan did right there to record the strikeout. Out number 3, another K for Yosfan. And we'll stay on the microphone here and keep talking with Brandon for a bit.
I got one.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is tends to be controversial with pitchers, I think, and even more so with armchair baseball fans who don't pitch. I'm a big fan of starting off an at-bat with a changeup. What do you feel about that?
So if you have the command of the changeup for sure, but the key is it's the batter. If it's a lefty batter, of course, go with the changeup, let it drift away from the hitter. It's more often to pull off of it and swing and miss or get a shallow ground ball. But if it's a righty, you really got to have that command to get it down and outside. Otherwise, you're thrown into his barrel.
Yeah.
And so if you leave it up at all, it's a BP fastball at that point. But yeah, if you got command of it, throw an off speed to start, and then honestly follow it up with a slider again outside, and then maybe a fastball up and in to raise the eye level.
Well, I'm just as a spectator of baseball, it's more exciting for me when I see pitchers pitching backwards. You know? And I think when you get a hitter off balance like that, there's a thrill to that, you know.
For sure. No, it's honestly for a pitcher, it's like a chess game.
Yeah.
You know, it's a strategy. You got your mindset, and for me, mine's bread and butter, fastball away, spot the low outside corner, and then follow it with a slider. You know.
So, and we don't have many details, haven't shared many details about players who have exited this game, but just when you see stuff like that happen, how does that affect you just as a teammate? And I'm not sure if you were still pitching when either of those guys came out, but Langley and Taylor coming out.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, today especially, you can see it. We're playing more for each other as a team. You know, we were on that good winning streak, and
now batting the left fielder, number 2,
we're still trying to work with
Camacho.
it. It's unfortunate to see Nolan go out. Hopefully he's okay. You know, we're praying for him, and it seems like Taylor, he'll be back hopefully next game.
Yeah. We can say that both players are still at the ballpark. Langley's been in the dugout, so nothing urgent, but
Good.
I know, you're good.
Okay if the batter walks up, but as soon as he gets in the box, you got to cut it.
I got you.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're good. I know you're doing your best. It's all good.
Hopefully the Camachos have been hot. Hopefully they can continue, get on base. Their on base percentage is through the roof.
Yeah, it's crazy, as you say. I mentioned it earlier in the game. Ryan came into the game with an OBP of 500.
It's really good for sure.
Yeah.
There's no doubt they're gonna see breaking balls to start the count.
He's 1 for 3 on the day so far with a single back in the 5th. Swings at that one and fouls it away.
I don't know too many pitchers that want to start the Camachos off with fastballs the way they're playing right now. So hopefully they can keep it up. Maybe add another run or two to the game. Give Josh some more support, and let's wrap it up.
Pitch there is hit hard into the air to center field. Arranging over to his left is Carter White, and able to retire Camacho.
Another thing, the Camacho brothers, they have too many
right fielder,
strikeouts.
number
They've been
4, Joe
putting the
Camacho.
ball on it. You know, whatever their average is, it's obviously pretty good, but they do not have many strikeouts at all. It's a bunch of hard hit balls in play, so it's important to know.
Yeah, it's so tough when you have those kind of guys at the top of the lineup. Great for you to have. I wonder if you could provide any insight, and you might not have heard anything about this, but when the second baseman for the Legends got ejected from the game, were you aware of what happened there?
I'm sure he said something on the call.
Yeah.
It was an outside fastball, called for a strike. Maybe he thought it was a ball or two off, and he wasn't too happy with it.
Yeah.
But,
because for me, I didn't even realize for a moment that he was ejected. He just started walking back. He must have just said that.
I think it was just a 1 or 2 comment, and
that was enough
all
to.
she wrote.
Yeah.
So what does summer ball mean to you in terms of, what are you working on and what are your goals at the end of the summer?
Yeah, so actually, my freshman year, I'm going to be a junior this year. My freshman year, I went to a 4-year school in Ohio, where I'm from. I came out here, I packed up everything. I went to a JUCO out here. I went to Glendale.
Okay.
And it's just an opportunity to work more on stuff you need. Whether that's reps, maybe that's an off speed. Actually, this is my first year.
That ball's hitting the left field, and it's going to get down in front of the left fielder. Going into second will be Javon Camacho, and he's in standing up with the double.
This is my first year really working on pitching.
Now batting the second baseman, number 3, Robbie Trado.
A lot of experience. It's really great to have a coach like Coach George, who's leading us, and a lot of experience. And he's always open to picking his mind and, what do you think about this or that? And super insightful. So.
Now Robbie Trado up, an opportunity for the Pirates to add on to their lead. The runner at second, runner in scoring position, and just one out.
Big thing with our team this year is there's really no big egos. Everybody gels pretty good together.
It seems that way, yeah, from when I've been in the dugout.
Well, the loop, we're hit over to first. That'll be out number 2 as Camacho's forced to stay at second.
How about that scoring play where Jovan's stealing home earlier in the game?
Yeah, so we got, it's not a play, but it's like baseball IQ. If you're going to steal first and third, it's going to be a close play. Maybe pull up a little short and get in a rundown and let the guy in third get home, get the run, and see what you can work out of it.
Landis.
Almost any day you'll trade a run for an out. So it was really good heads up.
Now Quint Landis steps into the batter's box for his first plate appearance today. Came in place of the injured Darren Taylor. First pitch strike.
And that actually might be that changeup outside to start the batter. It's hard. You're so eager as a hitter. You just want to see that fastball first pitch. If the pitcher's got the command, it's great to start him off with that slider, that changeup, that curve first pitch.
Yeah, and that looked like the curve the second pitch to me.
Just to keep him off balance. I'm not surprised either. This is Quint. Quint's been hitting well. He's a new addition. He actually is teammates with Nolan, who exited the game early today. They're at Pepperdine together. He came in. He's a good guy, good kid. Gels really good with the team. He's a good player. He's actually probably can play more positions than anybody else on the team.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Anything but pitcher. But, the other day he caught.
Really?
He's outfielder. Whatever coach needs him.
Yeah, that's
he fouls that one off.
Really valuable to have those guys. I think you have a lot of those guys, don't you, that can play multiple positions?
Yeah, that's the key. That's the key. And luckily, for the most part, everybody's been able to stay pretty healthy.
Yeah.
So it's always hard when you got 45 games in 60 days to just keep everybody healthy. But thank God everybody is up for us. So.
Yeah, important to have depth too when you have that sort of schedule, which evidently the Pirates do have.
Caught in the middle, good heads up, nobody covering the bag. Maybe you think he's going to go to third on a back throw?
Yeah. Good block by the catcher, Jack Collins. Count now full. Landis with an opportunity to get an RBI, bring home the runner from second, Javon Camacho.
When you're in a full count as a pitcher, what's kind of your go-to pitch?
Which is hit high in the air to center field, coming in and making him catch.
Because there's kind of two philosophies, right? It's use the fastball to get a sure strike, or you try to go out of the zone, try to get him to chase. What do you like to do?
For sure. Actually, I'm a slider guy in a 3-2.
Okay.
Hitter, he's expecting that fastball. He's expecting the pitcher to be a little nervous. I'm just going to flip in an outside slider, catch him off balance, and hopefully get the out with it.
I like that, dude.
So I did that today, and actually I got a backwards K, I think, today from it. So it's just keeping the hitter off balance is the key to pitching,
Hopefully none of the opponents are listening to this. Know what's coming the next time they face a full count.
One of our 17 concurrent listeners.
Hey, we'll get more.
All right, well, we're set for the ninth inning. The Pirates looking to close things out here. Thanks so much, Brandon, for joining us today.
Thanks for having us,
sir.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. Welcome back. Top of the ninth, LA Valley College with the Pirates leading 3-0. An opportunity for Josh Yosvan and the Pirates to close things out right here. Dylan Needle leading things off for the Legends. Pitch is hit high into the air into shallow right center field. Going back is the second baseman and able to make the out. So one away now. Nito, who came in place of the ejected Liam Taylor, gets out number one.
Batting the extra hitter, number 24, Chris Marquis.
Donnie would be 2-1. He would get the win.
As you might have heard there, Donnie in line for the win. Today is the first pitch there from Yosvan. That's great stuff.
And Josh Yosvan
gets Chris Marquis swinging.
Leading fourth save.
Donnie in line for the win. Yosvan in line for the save. Got to get through Chris Marquis here first, and he gets him swinging. 0-2. After the fly out to center field, led off the inning. Now Marquis in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. Marquis on the day, 1 for 2 with a single back in the 6th. First at-bat of the day was a ground out for him, and he swings and misses at that pitch. Another strikeout for Yosvan after coming in. He's been electric. So the Legends are down to their final out.
Number 8. It's a pinch hitter. One second. I got Ryan Guerrero.
Now batting number 8, Ryan Guerrero.
So Ryan Guerrero, the last hope for the Legends. First pitch swinging high into the air over in foul territory. Anderson makes his way over and records the out. So Josh Yosvan comes in and does a terrific job getting the save. That'll be his 4th save of the season. And Brandon Doney with the win. The Pirates win 3-0, the final score. No runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Legends. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for the Pirates. A terrific victory for them. With the win, the Pirates improved to 8-3 on the season. The Legends fall to 3-8. My name is Matt Strapp. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a great rest of your Sunday.